So finally, I want to leave you with this. This is the Julian Bridge in southern France, bridging people across this Calahorn River for 2020 years by now, in continual operation and carrying cars and trucks until 2005 without repairs. Can you imagine? Great physical infrastructure. I believe that the permissionless ledger is going to be as a useful infrastructure to humanity and as beautiful as any other physical infrastructure that we ever built. So let's build it together and let's build it right. Thank you. Questions? Yes? Either one.
George, can you catch this?
Oh my God, okay.
Which part?
Hello? Pretty dramatic.
So you said the committee, and each committee elects itself,
Yes.
and then they vote up or down. Based on what do they vote up or down? What do they know that allows them to vote up or down?
Okay, remember that when you are part of an ecosystem of this blockchain, you are like a cell in a living organism. You are in a big soup, and in this soup is a soup where messages and transactions get sent across, right? So, what you do is that you are a witness together with the guy next door. Assume there is a blockchain with a billion users, right? So there are all these messages exchanged. So based on whatever all these messages they say, and based on the messages the people with the winning ticket say, and that's what you depend your next action. I hope it's styrofoam. Yes, it looks soft enough.
Hi.
Yep.
Okay.
Hi.
I have a question. Is it available? Is it just a theoretical thing, or is really I can implement this kind of new consensus algorithm to my blockchain if possible?
Oh yes. So that started like all good things for a theoretician as a theory. Then it became a paper. Then it became an experiment. At MIT, we somehow rented 1,000 big servers from Amazon to simulate the interaction of hundreds of thousands of users, and then became a company, Algorand, and right now we hired a formidable team, and we look for formidable friends and allies, and we want to bring this forward. We reached the test network phase. So we are quite advanced, and I think we are going to launch at the end of the year.
How would Algorand maintain security and efficiency in response to a massive node failure or delay, for example, with a firewall attack?
Oh, that's okay. So there are all kinds of attacks. In particular, the most dangerous attack is somehow a network attack. And so somehow the traditional blockchains are totally vulnerable to a network attack. So by network attack means you attack the very communication network on which the protocol is run. Never mind attacking the protocol. Attack the network. It's much easier, easier I won't say, but it's much more effective if you do it. So for instance, what you could do is you could partition the network for an arbitrary amount of time, which would destroy the typical cryptocurrency. Instead, Algorand is resilient to this attack. Of course, if an adversary freezes me, you, and everybody else in a Faraday cage in which no message gets in and no message gets out, because it has total control of the network, we cannot produce the next block. That goes without saying, because nobody sees any transaction, nobody sees anything. However, as soon as this adversarial control of the network is gone, then somehow automatically, like after hibernation, the blocks gets produced one after the other without any leaving the adversary does not put the system in a dangerous state or an inconsistent state. You just continue from where you left it, pretty much seamlessly.
How do you ensure randomness affordably in a blockchain system?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
How do you ensure randomness affordably in a blockchain system?
Oh, how do you, sure, because I say, how will we scale? So how do we choose somebody at random? Remember, by always, this is decentralized, decentralized, decentralized. That's the theme of the conference, right? So the achiever randomness is that you are responsible for achieving your own randomness. The trick is that even though you are responsible, you must ensure also that once you get lucky, once the coins that you toss are in your favor, other people believe you and trust this. That is the only way that makes sense to achieve, because otherwise to achieve global randomness in a permissionless setting is very, very hard. So we decentralize completely and still guarantee by cryptography that, when you say, I'm a winner, or she says, I'm a winner, I believe you and I believe her. And we all keep going.
Thank you, Professor Micali. It's really excellent. I know that you are also of the VIF function, the verifiable random function. Is this, are you going to apply for a patent for this, or if other blockchain project want to use this algorithm to select the leader, can they use it free of charge, or it's any license fee? That's my question.
So, yes, I co-invented a verifiable random function a long time ago, and I had the sense that they were a useful thing, but for a theoretician, so you have a job based on intuition, and somehow this seems to be a fundamental block that we now use in Algorand for doing this selection of proposers, the selections of committee, and yeah, that is a fundamental ingredient. However, as in everything that is useful, they're never quite useful in the form you originally invented it, right? So you must find a way to leverage it properly to achieve these new results. Yes, but verifiable random functions are at the heart of this. Initially, I remember there were some skeptical voices in the blockchain community saying, oh, verifiable random functions cannot possibly be used. Right now, you see many projects actually use them, and somehow, however, if I may, we have a little bit of an advantage in the way we use it, okay? Well, so you have to, the question is, before the microphone, is there licensing cost? So I think, we want to be in an open source, right, and we want to be an open network on which everybody is welcome to come and build. Patents will be used defensively, and we are going to, we have a deep roadmap of innovation. I think the best defense is that every 3 months introduce a new feature, and even if people catch up, you release another feature, then they will catch up and you release another feature, and then the community has to decide whether they want to go to be at the source of the technology or among the followers. That would be another approach, yeah, the approach we prefer.
Thank you. Thank you.